Guess what, guys? It's 3v3 Arabia time. You'd never have guessed it, would you? TyRanT home map, Arabia. Huns, Mayans, Mongols, same as before. Same civilizations. Desert Arabia. Only difference being that this time we have Mr. Doubt, who has arrived to play Mayans, of course. What other civ would he play for TyRanT? Slam had said in the scheduling, as I mentioned at the start of Game 1, that he had to go after 1 hour and a half after the start time, which would be 12 midnight for me in about just over 10 minutes, so not long enough to play a game, unless it was a very quick one indeed. So Doubt is here, night owl that he is, to play the last two games between TyRanT and Team 1v1. Team 1v1 lineup remains the same. I think we'll see this lineup for the rest of the games. I reckon Sebdos played the first, but then it got quite late for him. I think he's an hour ahead of me, isn't he? So I think it's already 1 AM for him, or coming up to. So River, in a far more conducive time zone, will probably finish them off. And Conquerors Gade, I think he normally stays up quite late, plays anyway when he's active. All three maps thus far have been Arabia, like I said earlier, but for Game 4 we will see a different map, because it is set in the rules that if you pick a map as a home map, then you can't pick it again for Game 4, Game 4 being the losing team's choice, and it's a limited selection of Arabia or Nomad or Bedouins, and maybe one or two others. And obviously, like the variants, Land Nomad, Dry Arabia. But let's have a look what we've got then. I'm on Kong's point of view here, and he's playing on the flank as Huns in the green colour against Fire in the blue colour as Huns. So once again, we've got a Hun war on the flanks. Let's see if Kong relishes the Hun war against Fire. Spring certainly did not in the previous game. He tried a little bit of a trash that failed, got hung up in the feudal age, and then wow, this ball is going to be messy, isn't it? No, it's not. He saved it. Okay, nice control there. Yeah, Spring got pretty hung up in the last game, and then just got murdered when his opponent went Castle Age and just stuck those crossbows on the hill. He was the one who just GG'd it because he was dead without his team coming to that agreement, I think. On the opposite flank for Team 1v1, we've got Spring playing in the red. I'm glad he's got Loom, because that villager has taken a lot of hits already. Mongols flank red. He's up against Riot. So Civ Wars incoming in this game. Riot's in the purple colour playing Mongol flank as well. Interesting map for him. Everything really far forward. Maybe Spring can apply some pressure there. Tower in this position would be lovely, taking away berries and main goal and second goal as well. So maybe some scouts and then come forward with the tower. We'll see. And then in the pocket positions, Doubt, Mayan pocket. He's going to love that. Just boom up, get the plumes out, raid. And then River is playing Mayan pocket for Team 1v1. Nice backstone actually. If he's going to go plumes. Where's his gold though? Ugh. Wow, that's pretty far. And there's even a nasty hill just behind it. That's not good, is it? He hasn't really got a nice place to take gold from, really, to just to go up to the next stage. I mean, what the hell? These are all really far. I guess like he might go on stone and market blacksmith and just sell. That's obviously an option, but horrible looking map for River here. Really horrible. Oh, that's the dream on Arabia. Getting the shorefish by your berries and milling and taking shorefish in the dragon. What happened? I wonder if was that Spring Scout that did that? No, that is simply losing control of all of his sheep, and his team have seen it and are laughing at him. Yeah, losing control of the sheep villages. Wow. So Let's see both players putting up a barracks whilst on the way to the feudal age. 19 pop each. Very viable here with the shorefish. Deer have all been pushed in for spring. Where is Riet's deer? Is he on them? Yeah, he's milled the deer. Looks like he had extra as well. I think he had 6 deer here. He's taken 1. We can see a corpse standing under that deer. There's one behind the mill. 6 deer. Wow, that's going to be so powerful as Mongols. See what these guys are doing down here. Huns are on their way to the feudal age. Fire 23 pop. Where are these villagers going? Kong, meanwhile, went up a bit faster. 21 pop scout rush coming in by the looks of it. 2 lumber camps. Fire is going to forward and Doubt's saying, nah, you don't want to go forward with me being the pocket. And I guess what he's saying is Doubt's just going to go up and boom. And normally, like, if you forward on as a flanker in the 3v3 here, like, your issue is that the pocket of the opposing team can just come in and clean you up if your pocket doesn't engage the opponent's pocket and keep them busy. And Doubt's just saying, well, good luck, because I'm not going to come and help you, I think. I think that's what's going on. Unfortunately for Fire, Kongens Gade has his scout in this position, and he's spotted that forward. So let's see the reaction at home. He's already up, but he's going to go with the stable approach. Doubt lost something, you say in the chat. I believe it's a scout. Oh no, his eagle is his eagle's alive. He must have lost a veal to the boar. Yep, look, there we go. Scout, sorry, villager skeleton, right by the bull. Good spot on the overlay by guy in the chat. So Archer Range will come up on that hill for Fire. Lots of spears coming out for Kong as well as scouts. He's just flooding units. Try and deal with this, but ultimately, if Fire's going to come forward, I think I like the archery range and the spears more. Kong's got really forward gold at the base of this hill, hasn't he? That's an outpost and not a tower. You'd think that would be a tower for Fire, wouldn't you? It would be a great one, but just wants to come forward. I mean, it's going to give him line of sight over whether Kong was coming to attack him, but he has actually already scouted out this area, of course. I'm on his fog of war now, and he's well aware of what Kong's base looks like. Taking the fog of war off, that's a tower that's going to go up. It's not really... It's going to keep Fire away from the entrance to his base, but to be honest, you know, everything's funneled towards the TC already, and it doesn't exactly claim his main gold back for him, does it? See how this is progressing on the right hand side. Spring going forward with scouts and spears as well. Very 1v1 style. You have to be fair to TyRanT. They're at least playing team 1v1 at their own game now. Doubt's on his way to the castle age. Just keep an eye on this before we go and see how things are going. But yeah, Vil going down for Riet. Yeah, I wanted to check Doubt. Is he on stone? Go to his point of view quickly. Not on stone. Market blacksmith, but no, not on stone. Weird. He's not doing anything funny that I can see. If he literally just booms without even doing a castle of blooms, I'm gonna laugh so much. Especially if River then goes and just cleans up Fire's forward. That would be genuinely funny and could represent a chance of Team 1v1 actually taking a game. Real bloodbath over here, but it's mainly just scouts going down and maybe a couple of spears or something. I don't think Riet's lost Vils in this. Although, yeah, both Riet and Spring have 28 villagers, so doubt either of them has picked a Vil from the other. But Spring's doing a good job of keeping the pressure on Riet. I'd love it if he had a bit more of a foothold on here to bring a Vil forward and drop a tower in this location. Is Riet taking gold from anywhere at this point? I think that's his back gold, so probably not. If Spring can keep flooding forward, he might be able to keep Riet completely off gold. I have to see. Fire's not been able to make inroads on Kong's base, so he's going to go and hit River. And those 5 villagers on the gold, although they won't go down very quickly because that is pure trash, they are in danger here, and 1 or 2 could go down. Especially with the scout in the mix doing a bit more damage there. Maybe 2 villagers. This is a bit ugly, but he is under pressure, at least. But, you know, when you're going castle from pocket as mines, it is a bit of a drain on your eco, even if the mine's eco is fantastic to collect 650 stone by like minute 17. Or, well, no, by minute 16, so we say. So you want to minimise stuff like that idle resource, and especially losing vills. And here, that TC is not going to go up, I don't think. What's that doing? TCs. Yeah, this is the doubt we know and love. Just booming to his heart's content. SimCity all the way. the joke he wrote to Fire, you better not go forward with me as your pocket. Has anything ever rung more true? But River should, once he gets fletching, be able to clean this up a little bit. He needs a few more plumes, and then he needs some micro against the skirms, and maybe get a vill or 2 in it. But Fire's here with a hell of a lot more units, isn't he? Another few skirms added into the mix, and that will make it a little bit harder for River to micro against this at all. We'll see some more villagers go down in amongst all of this, I'm sure. Although the plumes are starting to deal some good damage. Whilst the skirms are occupied. Phil's going down more and more as River aims to get that TC up there. He's being very stubborn about it, isn't he? I mean, he can't take gold from anywhere else. We looked at this at the start of the game. His gold positions are horrendous. But he's definitely being stubborn for now. I mean, he does have a market up, and he has safe stone. He could easily sell stone for a little while before laying claim to his main gold later on. I'm not really sure it's worth him sacrificing so much to get that TC up that we just saw. Relatively undisturbed for Fire at home. Don't know what Kong's doing. He's on 40 vills, so 4 ahead of Fire. That's quite nice. Getting a lot of stone. Does he want to go for a castle as Hun's flank? Obviously he's also stonewalled and done towers, so he needs that stone back to build TCs when he hits the castle age. How far away is he from reaching it? About to click up. Okay. Just need to tiny bit more gold, but Fire's going to get in the back of his base. Not with lots and lots of units. And River's here now with a good number of plumes. With the micro he can kill those skirms, especially on the hill. But nonetheless, we'll probably lose a few plumes in the process. Lose a few plumes to the skirms in the process. Haven't visited the north side for a while. Looks like Riet came forward, and both players just losing scouts and spears to each other. Spring 33 vills. Okay, Riet 37. So Riet hung around in the feudal age for 1 more vills worth of time. But still, it looks like Spring probably lost a couple of vills here, unless he did wheelbarrow and Riet didn't. But now Spring is going to go knights just from the 1 stable for now, it looks like. Although he's building another up here, so 2 stable knights. Okay, eco is not perfect to do that, but he'll be a little bit behind Riet. He's going to do the same, 2 stables with a few villagers extra, but not many. Spring's certainly still in a decent spot on the top. River's now getting out a large amount of plumes and definitely sprinting across the map. Let me slow this down. They probably go and hit that, but look at this, it's just so compact. Like, how do you raid this, really? Like, unless you stood there, you're gonna get hit by TCs no matter where you go. Oh, 5 TCs. Doubt is just playing SimCity. I said it before, I'll say it again. He wants no part in these wartime atrocities. He just wants to make a peaceful town. It's like Farmville, isn't it? Harvest Moon. Whatever other farming simulator you can think of. But Well, I say that. Those vills will get caught out adding the 5th town centre. And 5 vills will go down. And Doubt will be most unimpressed with this. He's been such a peaceful neighbour to the Team 1v1 players thus far. He can't understand why this unprovoked aggression is being shown towards him. Okay, 2 stables versus 2 stables in the north between these Mongol flanks. Rear, lots of camels in the initial units that he's produced. Seems like Spring went more knights to start off with, and he's not really able to match up against that number of camels. He brought a couple of camels in from behind himself, but Riet will continue to just produce 4 camels, and as long as he gets his units attacking properly, which I don't know whether he really is at the moment, he'll take that fight comfortably. But yeah, as the lines disengage there, Spring only has knights left, Riet still has camels, so no chance for Spring to stand there, but a monk could turn things, and especially if more monks continue to come. Now River's raiding, and now it's getting interesting in the chats. Well, somebody said now it's getting interesting in the chat, and I agree, this is the closest game thus far. River will have to be careful of a Mangonel, of course. Doubt's boom though, 78 villagers, nobody on Team 1v1 is on more than 45, and Doubt, how I don't have castle, what's he going to say? Is there going to be a follow-up to that? I assumed it was going to be like, how I don't have castle and we are winning. But anyway, I think Doubt should just... Yeah, he's going to build a castle. I'd like to have seen him just go eagles, to be honest. He could kill everybody with eagles so easily. Like the enemy just doesn't have anything that's going to hurt eagles. I mean, Plumes and Rams is better to push with, but Doubt could just raid everyone and GG so easily. Click up in like 1 minute. Put down 6 barracks. Just get +4 armor. I wouldn't even need Eldorado. Elite Eagle +4. Raid every player on the map with like 10 eagles and GG. So I think going Plumes just, you know, if you're Doubt and you'll just want to finish the game faster, which is how he was last week. He was like, oh my god, have we really got to play a 4th game? I feel like he could force the issue faster if he just laid down some barracks and went Elite Eagles. So Kong's made the cavalry archer transition. As Huns, of course, just losing them to the tower here right now, but at least he's going to bash that one down with Vills. Finally going to TC his main gold. Been mining this one in the back for the whole game just now. How many TCs is he on? Don't tell me that's his second. Wow, he's yeah, 1 TC at minute 29 as flank. Not great, is it? But River's doing a good job now in fire space. Look at this. Fire's transitioned to 2 stable knights on the flank. But this is a lot of plumes. Even shooting farms. Bodkin +1, raiding nicely there. That can close the gap between Kong and Fire a little bit here. Doubt says he's sending an Onager to deal with this, but not exactly Onager, only Mangonel. Yeah, second castle, so he's going to go Plumes. Boo, we want eagles. River's really doing well though, isn't he? Okay, considering the bloodbath on his main gold at the start of Castle Age, where he tried to get up these TC against all the trash of Fire, he's really come back into this. 3,500 score, that's level with Rhea, it's ahead of Fire, obviously nowhere near Doubt. Because playing Farmville gets you a really high score.
Yes.
Doubt is he's hilarious. I didn't realise he was this funny. He's like, I'll help. 1 down. Look at me, I'm so effective, and now I'm going to mangonel your own camels, Rhea. I'm going to kill you as well. 1 for 1. I never realised he was this funny. But nonetheless, he's going to get raided some more. How far away is River from Imperial Age? That's what I want to know. The answer is, I don't think we'll see him in Imperial Age in this game before Doubt kills everybody. This is one of those dadgone moments when you type 24. Oh, are you going to help down here, Doubt? No, you're not. Okay, that's actually a good shot. Of course, brooms are tanky, so they survived the shot, but a lot of damage. River only now with ballistics. Could have done even more damage if he had ballistics already. He's done 75 kills. He's playing well here. But yeah, it's only a matter of time before Doubt kills everybody. Riet's got a lot of camels. And besides that, because you can't really attack with camels too well, obviously Riet's just full boom. Fair few vills on stone as well. He'll want castles sooner or later. Castle here, I think. Protect that second gold. Deny opponent pressure in front of your main gold as well. Be a nice spot. But Kong is now hitting fire really, really well. Look at this. On the second gold, he's killing vills there, killing vills on the farm. He can hit the main gold. Fire! Where is your military, son? I'm going to go on your point of view. It says you've got a lot on that overlay, but I don't really see it just now. That's because it's all hiding in these stables. I said 2 stable knights, but that's only light cav, some of them. 4 light cav. You got a bunch of CA in the back of your base doing a lot. A couple of units in random places. Those are just deserters. Cascade, River. They can do damage here. They can hit fire pretty hard, but... And they're actually killing some of Doubt's units before he gets his upgrades in. That's nice. And Doubt is not getting onto the mass just yet, but that's his 3rd castle with a 4th coming up. But this is what I was saying, if he'd done eagles then he could have like 30 eagles by now with elite done and just be in everybody's bases. Instead he's got plumes and he's losing them to skirms and enemy plumes on hills and such like. River's almost hitting the Imperial Age, that's nice. Doubt's gonna go coinage and try and sling a little. You know, he's probably, once he's got all those upgrades in, he'll probably be floating resources. I mean, his boom was, that stuff should be illegal, booming that much, so... Besides gold, he's got everything, so much in the bank, 2,000 wood and food. Send that to his allies, help Riet click up in particular, get the Mongols rolling. And Kong and River are now being chased out of Fire's base by just a mix of everything that you can build that rides a horse, really. Scouts, well, light cavs, knights, cavalry archers. If he was Spanish, I'm sure he'd throw a missionary in there as well. That's a donkey, isn't it? I realised as I was saying that, I'm like, oh, missionaries don't ride horses. That with elite plumes, all the upgrades apart from ring archer armour with the +4. I hope he gets that and doesn't just miss it. He's getting banking to send all his resources away before he's even finished upgrading his own units. Riet's clicked up. Right here, and that's a lot of CA. Kong's got the hill as well. Don't know if he's got a thumb ring. Those CA seem to be ripping up the enemy pretty fast. But it should take that fight, even against elite plumes with +2. Just got the numbers and the hill together. Makes them, those cavalry archers, really strong. What's Doubt laughing at now? Let's go to his view lock. I don't know. He's attacking the enemy base with with one mangonel by itself, and Riet's laughing that Fire is. He says, "Is Fire dead?" Doubt says surprised. Riet says not really. Yeah, we can see the pecking order in this TyRanT team, can't we? Fire is definitely the guy that they take the mick out of. Fire's the last one to get picked for the team. You know, he's the when he does PE at school with the TyRanTs at the TyRanT Academy. He's always the guy who just gets left till last to get picked. But Kong says GG, but he says it to his own team. They're going to play on for a little longer yet. But yeah, Fire with low score and 2 of the Team 1v1 team, which is a moral victory for them. His imp is kicking in though, isn't it? These plumed archers are pretty disgusting how much fire they're tanking. That was so few plumed archers and they're gonna kill all of those cavalry archers. They are disgusting units. Honestly. I know it's Imperial Age versus Castle Age, but still. And Spring still has a hell of a lot of camels in play, but his opponent, Rhea, is now doing Elite Mangudai. That's 50% done. He's already got some Mangudai out, and that kind of makes camels obsolete. Obviously, if a large group of camels charges the Mangudai and catches up to them, and they can do good damage in close, but the problem is, you just saw what happens. They just get shredded. You need a hell of a lot of camels just to deal with these Mangudai with a little bit of micro. Elite done, Bracer, +2 armor kicking in, and it'll be chemistry soon as well. And Maria with 3 castles. As the Mongol played, that's Spring of course, isn't it? Yeah. 1 castle for Spring. And they're GG out of it. They're just so far behind, and Doubt is doing another castle forward. That was going to be his 6th. And Doubt is laying waste to Kong's economy. Look at that, missed those plumes inside his base. Creeping in, either running past the TC or round the back, I think. They probably ran in round the back past the castle. Those three crossbows of fire that did get cleaned up that were standing on the hill. But yeah, nice game. River played well, but the fact is that TyRanT played 2v3 in the Castle Age whilst Doubt boomed without making a single military unit until a couple of mangonels right at the end, and they were still winning the fights really on the whole, even playing 2v3, which just tells you how good these guys are, because the Team 1v1 players, they're not shabby, let's face it, and they were playing pretty well in that game on the whole. So that makes it 3-0, and we will see a different map for Game 4. Waiting on Team 1v1 to decide that. And they're not telling us at this stage, so music will go back on for a little while. We'll be back with the next game within the next few minutes.